Oh, this smells good. Looks good.
Works.
Good.
I was driving for a long time on that. This early fall morning, we awake in the Flagpole Knob area of Virginia's George Washington National Forest. I've headed south to meet up with some friends, Paul and John, for a couple of days of trails and camping, a respite from everything busy. I'm glad you've joined us because we come across some fun obstacles, a trailside rescue, and even a few recoveries, one of which you're going to have to see to believe. First things first though, time to pack up that DIY solo sleep platform and convert the FJ back to travel mode. Putting our investments into family adventures for the four of us, this budget-friendly setup is just some 3/4-inch plywood and some 2x3s, and it does the job pretty well. The key is to remove the rear passenger side seat so that the back lays down fully. It does the job, and it's able to stay in the FJ full time without permanently losing passenger space. And as a bonus, the support legs fit right underneath. Today's adventure would have us tackling Union Springs. This would be my second time on this particular trail. The last time we played it particularly safe since we were traveling alone. Today, we had the freedom to explore the obstacles a bit more. And of course, there's all those fall colors. It's not quite peak yet, but it's beautiful out here. With everyone ready to go, it was time to hit the road. Union Springs is rated a 4 out of 10 on Onyx Off-Road. I would personally rate most of it a 2, with a couple of spots being a 3, and a few obstacles being an optional 4. It's one of the more technical trails I've driven that requires a licensed vehicle. And being a national forest, there's a number of places along the route for camping. Just remember that it's first come, first serve out there. It's always important to travel well prepared, and you'd think it's so that you can get yourself out of a jam, but it's also important to lend a hand when someone else is in a situation. We came across someone on their bike whose fuel line came disconnected, losing all their fuel. We were able to provide tools and fuel so he could reconnect that line and get to the nearest gas station.
Roads and stuff too to get here, like the dirt gravel roads across the forest signs.
Yep. It wasn't but 15 minutes of our time, and may have saved him hours of trouble waiting for further help. And we were all back on our respective adventures.
Thank you.
And from here is where the more technical obstacles started to show up too. Having driven Union Springs before, solo, I was looking forward to the freedom of having more recovery options, and we finally removed those steps that got stuck on everything. So it was time to have some fun with the more difficult lines. Now up to this point, I think just about any stock 4x4 could make this trip, if you pick the right line. This spot, however, is one mandatory obstacle that will require high clearance. Our party chose to leverage a rock ramp that many had obviously used before us. No problem. Just watch your mirror. Want me to close that for you? Never mind. Bells and whistles. It's nothing. But after Paul kicked away the ramp, just for the fun of it, I thought I would let crawl control do the work for me. So, steering only, no gas or braking till the top. So that was fun, but aside from more rocky areas, there was just one more real obstacle, albeit optional. And from the top down, for a rig on 33s, it's intimidating. But hey, we're on an adventure, right?
We're gonna roll off right now. Okay. Give it a little bit there. Good. Okay, you're down on that little step, so you're good. Camera's right here. He likes to take the hard route.
I can say confidently that I do not miss the steps. The final leg of Union Springs has a number of water hazards, some that can be quite fragrant, but nothing to worry about getting stuck in. Coming to the end of Union Springs, it's off to Reddish Knob for that beautiful 360-degree view of the forest. From Reddish Knob, we traveled an hour south through Staunton to camp at the north end of Bald Mountain Jeep Trail, also known as Big Levels. It was getting later in the day, so camping options were slim, but we lucked out and ended up camping right at the beginning of the trail, which worked out pretty well. We got our sleeping setup situated and dinner underway. It was a great Saturday ride, and we were looking forward to what Bald Mountain had in store for us the next day. Come back for the next video, because I wasn't kidding when I mentioned those recoveries. Big Levels will be an entirely different kind of adventure. It really drew some attention while we were out there, so you never know. Maybe one of these days, we'll see you out there.